Here.
Commissioner Tashali Vasquez, and Commissioner Lois Yukna.
Here.
Okay, you do have a quorum.
And would you like to introduce the other people present, Harlan?
Yes, absolutely. Also on tonight's meeting, we have Executive Director James Polos, CFO Bill Brennan, myself, Harlan Lack, as General Counsel to the Improvement Authority, Matthew Jessup, Bond Counsel to the Improvement Authority, and also we have our Middlesex County IT representatives, are Nick Gaddiscu and Saif Sharif.
Thank you. Sunshine Law Statement. Harlan, can you read the Sunshine Law Statement,
Yes.
please?
This meeting today conforms with Chapter 231 PL 1975, called the Open Public Meetings Act. And as per the requirements of the statute, notification of the meeting was published in the Star Ledger and Home News Tribune and filed with the Clerk of Middlesex County.
Thank you. Committee reports. Recycling. Jim, do we have any recycling news?
Yes, thank you, Commissioner. We are in the process of continuing to develop the new bid specifications, which we hope to have completed before the end of the summer. We'll be submitting them to the Division of Local Government Services for approval before we go out to bid for the new contract, which would be sometime in next year when our existing contract expires. We are hopeful that, again, buying power of the multiple number of communities that we have involved would be beneficial to all the towns who are participating. We also have on the agenda tonight item 9B, which is an extension of our existing contract for leaf composting. We're taking advantage of, we'll call it holder pricing, if you will, that's been in existence since the contract was first done. Because we did have, I think intelligently so, have extensions in there at fixed prices. We're taking advantage of that for another year. We had some hiccups in the last couple of weeks with our vendor doing curbside with some misses. I had a meeting with the senior management team there 2 days ago, and they have pulled resources from other areas to ensure that the kind of delays that we were experiencing no longer occur. We're going to monitor that very closely. Other than that, that's in on our recycling report.
And there are other activities that can we have an update on, Jim? The train station, etc.
Yes, thank you, sir. I'd be happy to do so. So pleased to inform you that Amtrak has given us their 30% approval on our North Brunswick train station project. They don't actually issue anything in writing, but it's basically a kind of a verbal approval that we can move to the next phase of design, which is the 60% design. This is a major milestone for our project, so we're very pleased about that, and we continue to move forward with that, the design work. In New Brunswick, we actually have an all-day work session scheduled next week with New Jersey Transit Partners to go over details of some of the concepts that we've put together to finalize the actual conceptual design, at which time we then can begin true actual hard engineering and architectural work for that project. So we're looking forward to next week's meeting as a very productive meeting.
Excellent.
In addition, and our last report is on our parking division. We are anticipating, we thought we would have the CO in place, TCO in place, but there were a couple other little delays. We hope to have it within the next week or so for our New Brunswick parking deck. Meantime, we've been meeting with the staff, going through training on systems, getting our program in place for the construction workers. We'll be using that for the next several months, but we're very excited about the fact that that TCO is imminent.
Sounds like we're moving forward. Excellent.
That's it, Chairman. Thank you very much.
Correspondence. Is there any correspondence?
No, there is not.
Old business to discuss?
No, there is not.
New business?
Nothing on our list.
Okay. So executive session. The commissioners have all received the information regarding the PRESA litigation settlement. Are there questions that the commissioners have regarding that settlement? Any of the commissioners have anything that they would like to add or question at this point? Okay, if not, then I think there's no need to go into executive session. Is that correct, Harlan?
That's correct.
Okay. So then I believe we can move forward.
Yes.
Okay. So discussion of resolutions. Harlan, if you would read the resolutions by title, please, for the
Yes.
consent agenda.
Yes. 9A, resolution of the Middlesex County Improvement Authority authorizing contract with vendor Wind Cave to provide gate access entrance services at the Carteret Parking Garage facility. B, resolution of the Middlesex County Improvement Authority authorizing a one-year extension contract for yard waste collection services to Nature's Choice Corporation and an amount not to exceed $1,428,955 per year commencing September 1st, 2024 through August 31st, 2025. C, resolution of the Middlesex County Improvement Authority approving settlement agreement and release in the matter of the state of Pressa versus MCIA and Roosevelt Care Center, Old Bridge. D, resolution of the Middlesex County Improvement Authority authorizing application to be made to the local finance board pursuant to NJSA 40A:5A-6 and NJSA 40:37A-80 for review of proposed resolutions of the Middlesex County Improvement Authority authorizing the issuance of bonds in connection with its 2024 capital equipment and improvement financing program, proposed lease agreement and loan agreement, proposed county guarantee ordinance, and proposed county guarantee agreement in conjunction with the capital equipment and improvement program for the County of Middlesex, State of New Jersey. E, resolution of the Middlesex County Improvement Authority authorizing application to be made to the local finance board pursuant to NJSA 40A:5A-6 and NJSA 40:37A-80 for review of a proposed county guarantee ordinance and proposed county guarantee agreement in conjunction with the refunding of certain bonds of the Middlesex County Improvement Authority. And F, resolution of the Middlesex County Improvement Authority for payment of expenses.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Approval of minutes. Can we have a motion and a second to approve the minutes of the May 8th, 2024 meeting?
Motion, Yuzlowski.
Do we have a second?
Christine, second motion.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Public comments on resolutions. Is there any member of the public wishing to be heard on any of the resolutions? Please state your name and your address, please.
Yes, we have one number. I'm gonna allow it to talk.
Hello, Charlie Cradaville, New Brunswick today. Can you hear me all right?
Yes, we do, Charlie.
All right, good evening. I wanted to ask first about 9C, the settlement agreement and release for the Pressa case. Can you enlighten us as to what the amount of the settlement is and what the thought process is behind approving it?
Arlene, can you address that, please? Yes.
Yes, absolutely. Charlie, the settlement amount for that case is $285,000. And that is all being paid out of the MCIA's insurance fund. And as to why we decided to settle this case, usually that's attorney-client information, the discussions behind that. But after the settlement agreement is signed, we can release a copy of it to you.
Okay, thanks. I would appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's my understanding this is related to somebody who was a patient at the care centers circa 2018. Is that fair to say?
I know the case was brought in 2020. And yes, she was a patient at Roosevelt Care Center from 2016 to 2018.
Got it. Yeah, thank you for letting me know. That is a big amount. Do you know which insurance fund it is that's paying that?
I do not have that information. We can certainly relay that information to you.
Yeah, I'd appreciate that as well. Thank you. And yeah, I guess I also, wanted to change the subject and talk just a little bit about 9A, the vendor for the Carteret parking facility.
Sure.
Wanted to ask, the terms of this agreement and whether this is potentially also going to be used in the New Brunswick deck.
Jim, do you have some comments on that?
Sure. At these decks, Charlie, there's basically an integration of various systems. There's the parking management system, then there's the payment method system that has to be integrated with that in order to be able to have transfer of funds, credit card usage, debit cards, and that type of operation. So WinCave is providing that. That's one of the vendors that we're going to be utilizing for Carteret. They certainly will be a consideration for, we have some time yet to decide what we're going to be doing in New Brunswick, but we'd be looking to them potentially to do work there as well. They are kind of very well known in the industry and provide this type of service.
Got it. And it's a price per charge or per swipe?
I don't recall the exact term of the arrangement, but I don't know, Bill, or if you have any more detail on that, perhaps.
I know that it's really not a large fee, Jim and Mr. Credible, or Executive Director Polos. It's going to be less than $3,200 for the year. I don't have any more specifics in front of me on that. I apologize.
No, I think that gives, I think, Charlie a sense of value.
Yeah, thank you for that. That's
Sure.
all on the resolutions.
Thank you. Approval of resolutions. Can we have a motion and a second to approve the consent agenda resolutions?
Motion, Christine. Second, Lois. Yukta.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Public session. Well, is there anyone in the public who wishes to be heard on any topic? If so, please just identify yourself and your address.
Yes, we have one.
Hi, it's Charlie again. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can, Charlie.
Good evening once again. Wanted to follow up. I had asked Executive Director for an interview. What's the status of my interview request?
I don't have any information on that. Jim, do you have any information?
Well, I haven't really pursued it or just talked about it yet with our public information team. You had mentioned it, Charlie, but kind of in passing. So to be honest with you, it's just been kind of busy. I hadn't really focused on it to respond back to you. Didn't know you were waiting for a response. If you were, I apologize to you.
Well, it's okay. I will, reach out with a reminder, in a few days, and we can follow up.
No, that's fine. This was good. Consider this the reminder. I'll be happy to
Okay.
to
Thank you.
start to pursue it.
Cool. Thanks. I appreciate it. And yeah, I just wanted to, give some input to the board. I've said it before, but I think, these meetings would have more than just me getting involved if you had a few changes. So those changes would be offering an in-person option for people to attend and participate in person. I know the meetings used to be at the offices, but wouldn't have to be there. I know the county has a great room that's designed for public meetings here in downtown New Brunswick, and that type of thing would probably make it easier for us to engage. But I do appreciate the remote access. I think it'd be better if you allowed access to these meetings via some kind of app. We all participate in these meetings, I think, on Zoom or Microsoft Teams or some of these other systems. And I don't know if the commissioners are aware. I've been saying it, but the public's not really able to access these meetings using a modern device. We have to use telephones to access, and we only get the audio. And sometimes it's hard to tell who's talking. And I think in the past, even commissioners have had trouble using the system to voice their votes and stuff like that. So would hope that, this isn't falling on deaf ears and commissioners can say, yeah, let's have our meetings, be, use modern technology, instead of, teleconference technology that's, outdated at this point. And I also think, you are recording the meetings. That's a good thing. You should share those recordings with the public proactively, just like you post minutes from the meetings. You should post the recordings and make it so, like the county commissioners, people who miss a meeting can see what they missed. I try my best to record and broadcast them via New Brunswick Today on YouTube and Facebook, and that's great for people who follow those channels. But I think that the authority probably could reach even more people if you regularly share the recordings of the meetings. So just wanted to ask. I know usually I'm speaking to the chair, but since you're running the meeting tonight, if you had any reaction to that, if you think those things are things that this board should allow, I would ask you to make that a topic on your next meeting agenda. Can you do that?
I think Jim Nolan has been working on something. I'm not sure at this point. Jim Polos, you may know more than me. I think we've been discussing some of these issues, and maybe we can see what we come up with. Is that accurate, Jim?
I know that, Charlie has mentioned this obviously at some of the meetings. I know that the chairman has taken it under advisement, and who he's had conversations with about it and what the plan is. I don't have any more details about that other than at this point, he's taken it under advisement.
All right. Well, thanks for answering to the best of your ability. I hope that maybe at the next meeting there can be some kind of an update or response, and maybe this can be a topic of conversation, and ultimately we can get to a better place with having these meetings be truly open and truly public. And thank you for hearing me out tonight. Appreciate the opportunity to call in from my desk here in New Brunswick, and wish everyone well. Have a good night.
Thank you, Charlie. Are there any other comments from the commissioners regarding any issues discussed tonight? If not, we'll ask for a motion. I'm sorry, was there a comment?
Yes, yeah, I'm sorry, Commissioner.
Yes.
Maybe I missed it. I've been checking things off. Did you do the payment of vouchers?
Did we skip that? Please excuse me.
No, that's fine. I mean, if we did it, let's just
I'm
do it
glad you
again.
caught it. I thought maybe we did. Yes. Okay. Payment of vouchers. Can we have a motion and a second to approve payment of expenses?
Motion, Yukna.
Second? Can I second it?
Second, Christine.
Oh, there she goes.
Second, Chris. Okay.
I was on mute, sorry.
That's all
I'm
in
at a
favor?
graduation, I apologize.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Sorry about that. Thank you, Harlan. So if there are no further comments from the commissioners, we will ask for a motion and a second to adjourn.
Motion, Yukna. Second, Christine, motion.
Thank you very much. Meeting is
Good
adjourned.
night,
Thank you.
everyone.
Thank you.
Bye.